Hi there and welcome to Craft Jitsu's Embroidery Basics video. This one's going to be about hoops. Now I'm not an expert on all kinds of hoops, but I can just show you what I use. I call this a roller frame. This is very good for tapestry, but not particularly for the kind of embroidery I'm going to be showing you, because it doesn't hold things tight enough. And this is a wooden hoop frame. They're reasonably inexpensive. This is probably £2 or £3 this one for a 6-inch hoop. Always worth a look out in the charity shops though. Now it's got a screw at the top to tighten everything up, and a middle hoop comes out of the centre. And they've normally got this little bit here so that you can tighten it up with a screwdriver. Now my hoops always have the centre ring covered in masking tape. Just keep wrapping it round and round and round until you get all the way back to the beginning. It just holds everything much tighter than it does without it. Now a frame holds the fabric nice and tight so that it doesn't buckle when you embroider on it. Many people do it without this embroidery hoop, but I've never managed to get any success myself. Up to you, personal preference, but I would highly recommend it myself. Now on to what size hoop. Now you can see that the fabric is just too small for this one. It just pulls off the edges, it won't be able to hold itself nice and tight, so this one won't be any good. If you're desperate, you can tack this piece of fabric onto another one that's larger, but it doesn't always work properly. Now this hoop fits the fabric properly. Again, you can see it's covered in masking tape. However, it will crush the fabric at these little corner points here, and if you're using the same embroidery hoop for a while, you might find yourself little marks around where the ring is, just from the oils from your hands. Now this would be a better size embroidery to fit in this hoop. As you can see, it's a long way away from the edges, so it won't have any marks. Now I'm going to show you how to put the fabric in the hoop. I really should have ironed it first, sorry about that. Now it's always best to embroider using 2 layers of fabric, it just adds an extra stability. And put the centre hoop on the table, the fabric on top, and the outer hoop on top of that. And push the frame down and tighten it up. Now you should make sure that the warp and the weft of the fabric are straight, and keep pulling at the fabric to tighten it up. They always say it should be drum tight, so I always drum my fingers on it to make sure. And make sure there are no wrinkles on the backing fabric. The design on the back was just from the previous example. If you have any suggestions for other videos you'd like to see, I'd love to know them.